Hello, my beauties. We are live. Let's see. Let me close down some other tabs. Hopefully not the tab you guys are in. How are you? Welcome. Leave page. It's Viv, and this channel is called Yoga Bliss Dance for no particular reason. How are you? Let's give YouTube a chance and time to let folks know that I'm live and I'm here. How was your 4th of July? I'll move you guys back just a smidge. All right, hold on. Nope, I like more that way. Yeah, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Often live on Sundays, but not all the time. Not all the time. And I am getting bug bitten here. I think I have that like sweet blood, we would call it. I think that's what we call it in Jamaica, because the bugs, and I never see them. It's not like I even see these, maybe they're no-sees or something, but I just will get these little bites. But yep, sweet blood, sweet blood. Hi, Gigi. Let's see. Hey, how are you? I'm using StreamYard, which is that little duck in the upper right on my screen, and I can put up your comments. I'm so glad you're doing good. That is awesome. Yeah, just to hang out, and I will be doing affirmations. I'll help create affirmations for the folks who are live. So that's something I could do. And I realize that is one of my specialties. When you look up Yoga Bliss Dance on YouTube, sacral chakra comes up, like what people are searching for, and affirmations. And I do love making affirmations. So we're going to do some affirmations live on the spot. If you are here, you can get an affirmation created just for you. But first, say hello. Greetings, greetings. Say hello. And if you'd like to say where you're from, yep, another little raised bug bite there. It is so strange, you guys. Like, I don't see them. No-see-ums? Is that what they're called? I thought those were like only in the South. And I'm in the Northeast. So I'm like, why don't I see what's biting me? Because I'm pretty fast with mosquitoes. Like, I get them, but I don't even see it. So Gigi, share more how you're doing. Who else is in the chat? Say hello. So it's Viv. I am a trained yoga teacher. I also teach meditation, and I am a retired licensed massage therapist. So LMT, I can put that. I probably should put an R than an LMT. Not marriage therapist, but massage therapist. And so all of that blends into what I teach on this channel, wellness and woo-woo, I'm calling it. Hey, if you're just joining, say hello in the chat. The thing I thought of today is there is no plan in the sense of like some big official plan, not for this video. So I just really wanted to hang out with you guys. I'm happy because it looks like I'm getting my glow back. It could just be that it's really hot. Are you having a heat wave where you are? But I do feel like I'm getting my glow back, like it's fighting to come back. Goddess BMW, hello. Hello, hello. Yes, welcome, welcome. Where are you coming in from? Gigi, how's it going in terms of teaching? If you want to share, or what are you up to? Yeah, let's make it a community thing. I have, I think I have it to only subscribers. I can't check now, but I think I have it to only subscribers can chat. If you've been a subscriber for at least 10 minutes or some such thing, some such craziness. Oh, nice. Yes. Welcome. Are you subscribed? So if you are not, do subscribe. And you guys click the notification bell. That's if you have notifications on your phone, okay? Or on your laptop. Because a lot of times we click the notification bell, but you may have shut off notifications. If you want to know when I put out a new video, often my videos are recorded, so I have some more control of the quality. And then on Sundays, I usually go live talking about wellness and woo-woo. With the wellness, I usually pre-record the video because it just gets the information to you in a better way. But lives, I often do readings, and I might go grab my cards, and I'm going to also do affirmations. Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me get my cards, and I'll also pull some cards for folks. Okay. Coming. All right, basket. Yeah, I'll pull some cards as well. And I'm going to show you an essential oil. I don't like the name. It's a blend by Auricacia. It's called Panic Button, and so it's relaxing, and it is pure essential oils. And I'll tell you guys what's in it. It's lavandula, citrus. Oh, okay. I'm going to not read the Latin name. Okay, lemon, orange, mandarin orange, and what else? Petitgrain and rose. And then what's the final one? Neroli. Oh, no wonder. I love neroli. So I hate the name, but check this out. Panic Button. It's really, really nice scent. Very relaxing. All right. Do you use essential oils? I'm just going to put this on directly because I believe certain essential oils do not follow me. Some of them do not put them directly on your skin. This particular blend, for me, I'm able to put it on my skin. It is so good, you guys. They just really need to change the name. Like, okay, so Panic Button, like press it, but that's not, that's not a relaxing name. But it's very, very good. Try it and let me know in the comments when you do try it. It has some really relaxing. The citrus scents are very relaxing, and it's not artificial. It's coming, from the fruit peel. Typically, when it's orange or lemon, it's coming from the peel. And neroli is an essential oil from the orange blossom flower. I adore neroli. Pure neroli is very expensive, not as expensive as rose or jasmine. I also have some jasmine, but I'm not going to talk about essential oils today. Let me know in the chat and in the replay. Give me more video ideas, guys. I'm getting, I need to get your ideas for videos, especially if you're a longtime channel member, because you know the types of things I talk about. Give me some ideas in the chat, and in the chat and in the comments. So let's put up some of the folks who are here. You're coming in from New York. Yep, I'm in New York too, not New York City, but upstate New York. I have kind of pulled back from New York City. I still think it's the greatest city in the world. I mean, of course, but well, that might be arguable now, but I'm not in New York City anymore. Yay, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for saying that. Wow, so share with me. Like, I'd love to know, because again, I say this over and over, but you guys, and Gigi, you know this, Gigi has been in some of my programs. You see me, but I know nothing about you. So I really love if you tell me more. It helps me to, in fact, let me get my notebook again. I did this last time. I got some ideas. Like, I'm going to do affirmations. One of them I came up with was to do affirmations for lupus, because so many of us, especially women, especially like Black women, have lupus. So I'm going to make a video with some affirmations and relaxation for that. But feel free to give me ideas, okay? And I'm going to put your comments up in another moment. You see how, I've got this like notebook with I randomly write in it. Instead of going in order, it's divided into sections. But then, of course, I don't keep to the sections because I'm an artist. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to go to this section. Pretty soon, my notes are all over the place and everything is jumbled. That's all I'm going to say. And so that's why I'm trying to figure out where I could write, where I'm going to find what you guys tell me. Okay, it's just a mess, people. It's just a mess. Let's see. Oh, I came up on one of my affirmations. All right, I'm going to put up some of your comments. Gigi says she's been working on fitness and that's great. Kids are enrolled in camp. Okay, that's nice from your family. Okay. I think it's good to have the parents close by, right? Let's put them to work. Let's put our parents, the kids' grandparents to work. They love it. They feel appreciated. You appreciate them. Kids appreciate them. All right. I think that's fantastic. That is so great. Picnic this past weekend. Okay, where? Oh, can you? That was in the, what is that? The DMV? How do you? What is that area, Gigi? If you feel comfortable saying that, Black Women's Yoga Collective picnic this past weekend. That's awesome. Gigi is a yoga teacher, and her focus last we spoke was prenatal and like pregnancy, I believe, but don't hold me to that. And Gigi has not started a channel yet. She is a mom. She's got her hands full. Goddess BMW says, I haven't used essential oils yet, but I would love to. I want to find something I know is animal cruelty-free and vegan. You know, see, you just gave me an idea right there. See, this is why I do the lives, because I don't know. Hold on. Let me just check, guys. Appeal for important safety and use details. It says it's Auracacia, Auracacia, Positive Change Project. I do not know. That's a very good point. I do not know. I would assume this is vegan. I wouldn't, there should be no reason that it isn't. But yeah, this is a brand. I like it. It is available in health food stores. I think it's a perfectly good brand. A lot of you, I know, have heard of people really pushing the, I can't think of it, as better. It's so high grade, blah, blah, blah. I think that is exaggerated, is all I'm going to say. It's this other brand that I can't think of, and they sell it like Avon, and they try to bring you in. It's fine. I'm not saying it's bad, but this works. They also stay fresh for a long time. I actually ordered an essential oil. So apparently this is going to be some talk about essential oil from a company. I'm not going to say their name. I barely used any of it, and the scent is gone, which tells me that it was helichrysum. You can look that up if you'd like. Helichrysum. It's supposed to be very good for mature skin, and I love the smell. So I think it's related to sunflower. The smell is gone, guys. This hasn't been through more than this, and the scent is gone. So what I think they did is a very light dilution. So I'm not even going to tell you this company. And it was like special ordered. So I'm not impressed with them. So I'm not even going to mention them to you. Okay. Let's see. So essential oils, I love them. If you have anxiety, which is a lot of what I do, hope to help women on my channel who have anxiety. Essential oils, and this is not expensive. This is a pre-made blend. I recommend just getting a blend because, again, it's got rose. It's got some of the citrus oils, which are relaxing. So, yeah, maybe I should do a video on some essential oils. For sure. Yeah. She is wonderful. Gigi, if you want to drop your Instagram in. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if you're still active on Instagram. So let me know what you're working on in your life, relationships, friendships, prosperity, and let's make some affirmations together. I love making affirmations. I would love to make an affirmation for you. Okay. So I'm going to wait a little bit. And in the meantime, I think this is what I'm meant to do, guys, because I did not plan this out. And the notebook I grabbed is full of my affirmations. So yes, let's talk affirmations. I'm going to give you one. Let me see. Let me just see what I did. One of the things I recommend, I just don't want to show you because some stuff, I have some important stuff scribbled up on top. But I have 2 pages, basically, 3 pages of this affirmation. So a practice I do, and I recommend this. I'll start with an affirmation that I think is good, right? I think it's a good affirmation. And write it. And this was inspired by Bob Proctor. I will write it here. I did it 25 times. I did it 25 times. But what I encourage you to try is, as you write it, let it improve itself. Okay. So let me see if I can read it to you so you can see what I mean. All right. When I first wrote this affirmation, just to give you ideas, right? Because I'm here and I want to be helpful. This is what I wrote as the first iteration of this affirmation. Every day, and I made it every day in. Okay, every day money comes to me in increasing amounts from multiple sources on a continuous basis, right? And I was writing that and I was writing that. Then when I did the third time writing it, remember when you write, handwrite, it directly is going into your brain through your hand, much more than typing. Okay, so think about how long and how much more detailed writing is compared to just doing this, and how long we've been like carving things with our hands, right? Much like millennia. So this is really important. Use, like, handwrite your affirmations. By the third iteration, I changed it to, I love having money in my life. Every day, money comes in increasing amounts from multiple sources on a continuous basis. So you see, I shifted it a little bit. Let's keep going. As I kept writing it, so you keep writing it, and then you'll get an idea from your subconscious. Let's see. Okay, and again, I'm seeing that my grammar was not great here. Okay. I love having lots of money. I enjoy saving and spending now, right? So I didn't want to just, I just save, and be like a penny pincher. So I put saving and spending, and then I kept going. So you just keep writing the affirmation. Don't try to change it, but as you do it and as you really feel it, goddesses, as you feel the affirmation, right? So I'm here doing prosperity. I wrote, by the 13th time, I got to, it's interesting. I love money because it gives freedom. Because many of you know, we have the whole biblical thing, the love of money. Now, I've seen many people, including preachers. There's a preacher on here that I quite like, who takes apart and explains the sort of biblical that people, he's like, you're not understanding it well in terms of this, the love of money is the root of evil. Like, he's like, you're not understanding what it really means. Okay. So for many of us, and if you have any poverty issues, it's often because of that overlay of, of religious dogma. So I was specifically, that was just coming to me like, change it. So I wrote, I love money because it gives freedom, which is what I really want the money for, right? To choose, to act, to be where and how I want. Okay, so then I kept going. Writing, I'm writing. Suddenly it became, I am good enough. I am worthy. I love having money because it gives me freedom, right? You see how I'm just getting like more and more refined. So, and it ended, and then I want to help you guys create one. It switched into, I am good enough. I am worthy and I know it. I love myself more and more each day. I'm a prosperous, successful artist and teacher. And I do like that more than the first version, which, remember, was every day money comes to me in increasing amounts from multiple sources on a continuous basis. But it didn't feel as targeted to me as a person. So I'm going to do this for you as well, right? So it ended up with, I am good enough. I am worthy and I know it. I love myself more and more each day. It went more to self-love. I'm a prosperous and successful visual artist and teacher. So that is a method I recommend, where you start with a base that you like and then just keep writing it, and your brain will naturally be like, oh, this is kind of what it is, like worthiness. Okay, let me know if that resonates for you. Let me know if that resonates. That it really works. My one problem, and you may have this problem too, is doing it. Bob Proctor and some other very successful teachers would say, because we have a paradigm. So even though I wrote these wonderful affirmations 25 times and I could start to feel it, the next day, the old self, the self that is like poverty is normal, or like not having enough money is normal, that self kind of is like, oh, you're too busy. You're too busy. You don't have time to do that. Okay. So I'm just really giving you a heads up. Try to keep the practice, I would say, at least 3 times a week. Okay. And it is hard. It is hard. So I feel great when I'm doing them. I feel uplifted. I then have like a very positive day. I take action. But then again, it's like, how do I sit down the next day and do it? Okay. Let me know. Does that happen to you guys? Let me know in the chat. Like when you do affirmations, do you kind of drop off? Yeah. Let me know. So who would like an affirmation? If you're just joining, again, my channel, really popular for my affirmations. You know, I speak them and I speak them in my softer, you know, not my live voice, more my softer yoga voice. And they're very, very popular. So I'd love to make, like Gigi, would you like, or Goddess, BMW, would you like a affirmation? What area are you working on? Are you working on your health? Are you working on your fitness? Are you working on a new career? Like, what are you working on? So let me know in the chat. And I'll wait because there is a delay. I apologize for that. There is a delay because of, wait, StreamYard. So I'm not directly on YouTube. And this way, though, I can put up your comments. All right. So let's see. I'm going to put this up. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, guys. Yes, no, it's fine. Listen as a podcast. I totally get it. I totally get it. I'll say that to people because the lives tend to be longer. So I think that's what most of the women who listen to my channel with the lives, they probably just let it play. They're not like looking at me because I'm sitting here, you know. But yeah. So 8 of you are here right now. We're a tiny group. But I want to help you with some affirmations. If you're not sure what affirmations are, like I said, they do work. When I do them, if I can just get enough, it's almost like velocity. So an analogy here is for a plane. I was thinking of this for something else, Goddess. When a plane has to take off, think about it. This is what someone said about that. And I didn't like the analogy. It's kind of scary. They're like, they were learning how to fly. They're like, you have to take off. You start going so fast, you have to lift off or you're going to crash. In the same way, affirmations need a certain velocity. And that's what came to me earlier today. They need a velocity. So doing affirmations once a week, that's not enough for most of us. It's not enough for me. When I see results, when I see my mind changing, I have typically done 3 to 4 times a week. I forced myself like, okay, write some affirmations. Okay. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this method that I was outlining where you write it 25 times and you say it as you write it, but you change it as it wants to evolve. Okay. I wish I could, actually, I can show you this notebook because there's nothing super personal on this page. So yeah, I started. Of course, my handwriting is like scratch. And then the next page, and I would say do at least 25. Okay. So let me see if any of you would like me to. Hey, Gregory. Welcome. And Nessa. Hey, Nessa. Let me put you up. Hey, Nessa. For inner healing and confidence. Okay. Well, those are 2 different things. Right. Okay. Thank you. For confidence, and work with me on this, Nessa, really. So what I might need to know is if you're comfortable sharing, and if you could also tell me, like, let me just think for a second, maybe put like a money sign if you don't want me to put it on screen, but you could tell me like what is specifically you're lacking in your confidence. Is it about appearance? Is it confidence in your workability? Is it confidence as a mother? So Nessa, though you're very young. You're very young. You're probably not a mom. You're probably not a mom. You could be a young mom. And you're not a grandmom because, you're youthful. Let me go with the confidence. I'll just do a general one. And again, is it like the self-love? So we could go with, I love myself more and more each day. I am a special being. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I am unique. I'm a unique individual and I love expressing myself. I'm a unique individual and I love expressing myself. That's one. And then we could tweak it. We could tweak it, right? Because again, where is the lack of confidence coming from is important. So let me just throw out some different ones. If it's about your abilities or your like being smart or something, I'd say, I have a brilliant mind. It's easy for me to learn. Like, so it depends. Like if you're in school, right, Nessa, and you say to me, I don't feel confident in school, Viv, like I'm learning, I'm studying to be a nurse. And these classes are hard, which they are, right? You could write yourself an affirmation like, I'm smart and my brain absorbs information better and better every day. Something like that. Yeah, let me know how that works and give me a little more. If you don't put the money sign, I'll also put it up on the screen. So let me know what area you want to feel more confident in, Nessa. Like I said, is it body? Like, so if it were like about appearance, you could say, I am beautiful. I love the something, right? Like pick your favorite thing about yourself. Like I have dimples. I always think that's a great thing. I have no negative thoughts about dimples, right? I have no critique of dimples. So I might write something about that. Like, I have a beautiful smile. So Nessa, let me know a little bit more in terms of what the confidence is needed. And let's go to the inner healing. Again, yeah, is the inner healing from trauma? Is it relationship? Is it, you know what I mean? Is it from parental poor speech where they just were like, you're this, you're that? So give me a little more feedback, Nessa, and I'll come back to you. Gregory, you want an affirmation on house cleaning? Come on. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough because you know what I would do, honestly? I would say, I wouldn't focus on the cleaning, Gregory. I would say, I love having a clean home. I love seeing everything organized and sparkling, right? You see what I did there? Don't focus on the cleaning. Okay. Focus on the result. Yeah, I love having a clean bedroom. It's warm, it's welcoming, so it's the living room. I feel so not organized. I just feel a sense of relaxation when my living room is beautifully put together. Like find what is the positive end result of your cleaning. So if you're cleaning your kitchen, like for me, and my kitchen does need cleaning, what I would say is, what would I say about my kitchen? I love having an organized, clean kitchen that sparkles. That's what the sparkles thing came because my mind was on my kitchen. I love having a clean, organized kitchen that sparkles. I love having my, because I'm trying to be vegan, people. Okay. Trying. Somebody dragged me 2 weeks ago. Something I said. I did not claim to be vegan. This person just dragged me and then emailed me about this. I was like, really? Dude, nothing I said was untrue. I'm sorry, I don't meet your standards. You guys, you can't make this up. Seriously. I was like, dude, I am trying and I am mostly plant-based. If you open my fridge, it's all vegetables, right? And like I said, this person like dragged me through the mud. But anyway, let that go. So Gregory, yeah, I would focus on the end result that you desire. Whether like if you're organizing your closet, I'd say something like, I love having my clothing and my suits and everything organized and, just talk to yourself about the positive. Yeah. Yeah. Though I think you're joking, but okay. Anyway, I'm going to go back to Nessa. Oh, Nessa, oops, she put a money sign. I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, body image. So Nessa, I would literally take the body image stuff and just reverse it. Like what you feel like, I would say something like, I have a beautiful figure. I am like, just take what's like hurting you, what bothers you, right? And flip it Now, I differ with a lot of law of attraction people on this one thing. Let me tell you what I mean by that. A lot of them are like, just go to absolutely what you want. But Nessa, I know it can be hard to just automatically believe. So what I would say, this is how I do my affirmations. I'd say something like, every day I'm loving my body more and more. Do you see how that works? So you're not saying you absolutely at the end result that you want, like, whatever that is, right? You're saying every day it's getting better, that thing. Okay. So that is what I would do. So yeah, like, so specifically what it is, if I'm just going to make something up, I don't know, because I have to, so I can make it. Like, if you feel like you're pear shaped and you don't like that, you'd be like, I have a gorgeous, very feminine figure. I have a beautifully feminine body. So, oh, I like that. I have a beautifully feminine figure. Boom. Right? You see that? And then if you don't really believe it, because that's going to, so that's like the challenge, you'll be like, every day I appreciate my beautiful feminine body more and more. Yeah, I like that one. Write that down. Nessa, write that one down. I like that. All right. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. She's just sharing, yeah, a lot of childhood trauma. Yeah. Okay, so you're struggling to feel worthy of good things. So I would say, again, I wouldn't go to, I am worthy of all good things. What I would do is incrementally, step by step, Nessa. So, for example, you could say, again, every day or more and more, I know I am deserving. Every day, I realize that I am deserving of love, abundance. So make it that it's, and some people say, well, no, it's not that it will never come to be. What won't come to be is if you just future. If you say, I will be rich, I think that can still work. But if we're going to be really like specific about it, you could say every day in every way, I'm becoming richer and richer. So every day that is in fact like a transitional. Okay. Nessa, tell me if that makes sense. So yeah, with your body image, I would definitely, I like the feminine one. Whatever it is that is like, that you feel is bad, whether it's, say somebody had bad skin. You guys, there have been people who literally like self-hypnotized themselves and the skin like condition improved in a couple of days. I know, which sounds really like, I haven't had that. I haven't tried anything like that, like shifting physical. But for instance, so say someone had bad skin, I would make up something like, my skin is glowing and clear, or my skin, I would say, is getting, because at first you're not going to believe it. When you look in the mirror, you're going to still see the acne. So I would say my skin is getting clearer and clearer and smoother every day. And I would actually like touch my face, right? And say that, okay? I really believe that can work. But what I would also do is, because many skin things, which is why I'm probably mentioning this, many of our health problems, okay, are dietary and habit related. So I would also make an affirmation, not only about the result, like, okay, my skin being clear and beautiful. I would make something about, like, say my food, like say, you eat potato chips. Now, I'm not talking to Nessa here. I'm giving an example. Okay. That does affect your skin when our liver is overloaded. Okay. This is something I've been kind of pissed off about lately. A lot of the foods that are in the American food supply are not healthy for us. We need to know that. I don't know how many of us still don't know that. And we're eating a lot of junk food, but it's like basically almost like poison. Okay. So I would say something in affirming, in wanting beautiful skin. I would also say, every day, I'm the type of person who eats a healthy, clean diet that supports my glowing skin. Okay, you see what I'm doing? So put other habits in place. Don't just be like, law of attraction is going to make me have good skin. Do that for your subconscious, but also put the habits that will lead you to that. Okay, I'm coaching here now. So yes, I'm creating affirmations for folks, but I hope that was helpful. Okay, Greg, okay, you were serious? I was like, he's kidding. But yeah, don't focus on the cleaning. Focus on the result. Like, Like I said, if it's your closet, see everything just hanging there beautifully and neat and your shoes organized. See the end result. Yeah, absolutely. Don't focus on the cleaning. I mean, you could also put in like, I enjoy cleaning because I know how beautiful, like maybe you wouldn't say beautiful. Maybe you'd say, I don't know. I know how blank my space will be, my home will be, right? Welcoming, whatever, something like that. Yeah. That's what I would do. Confidence. And again, for a male, I would, because again, it depends what it's coming from. Okay. And I know it's very personal, like I was saying with Nessa, but for confidence, I would say I'm confidence. Yeah. Is it about talking to people? Is it about talking to a boss? Is it about work? Is it about being in school? Like, what is the confidence issue, Greg? And then I would write it specific for that. Let me see if I can think of a general confidence one though. Just every day in every way, I'm becoming more and more confident. The classic, okay, if you take nothing from this live, remember, this is the classic start. Every day in every way, you can, that's like, and then you lead into whatever. So you could say, every day I'm becoming more and more confident. Just keep it simple. You could do that with anything. Every day I'm becoming healthier and healthier. Right? That's like the generic affirmation. Yeah. So that's like a generic one, and then you have to tweak it. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Nessa. So like I said, girl, write it down. When you write things down, it really is like magic, okay? Because as you're going to speak it, right? A lot of people, find where in the Bible it talks about speaking, like speak it into existence. But then you're writing, so you're getting a physical motion with your body. You're speaking and you're hearing. So if I were you, I would write the affirmation you like I said, 25 times, and try to feel it. Try to feel it as you say it. And then say you're tired in the evening, then you could just reread it. Okay? That's another thing. So if you're tired and you wrote it in the morning, then in the evening, yes, my fan is on, but it's like 80 something degrees. You could reread it. Okay? One I wrote is, I love myself and I take great care of myself. As I kept writing it, it became, I love me. I love having money, health, and happiness. What do you guys think of that? I think that one is very to the point. I'm going to take Nessa down. I like that one. And you see how it'll make you feel happy, right? So rather than, if you have negative people around you, sorry guys, I have on like this bright sun lamp on me. I'm going to turn it. I think it's still good. I really like that one. It's short and to the point. I love me. I love having money, health, and happiness. Keep it simple. As I kept writing, though, then I wrote, money is constantly flowing to me. I'm in the great flow of abundance. All of my past efforts pay off. Then as I kept writing, it kept changing. Okay, here's the last one I did, you guys. So all is well. All is well. Money is constantly flowing to me. I'm in the great flow of wealth, prosperity, and abundance. So it changed from, it started off with, I love myself and I take great care of myself. As I'm writing, my subconscious is like, well, these are the things that impact that. Okay. So really, really powerful. Really powerful. Another one for general abundance. I am worthy of love, joy, and pleasure. I thrive now, and I love earning, and then put the amount. I love earning 5,000, 6,000, whatever, a month, each month, and more, or something like that. Okay. Yep, it's interesting. That's the process I recommend. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take a short pause because I'm going to figure out if I need to move to where I'm going to actually do something. I'm going to turn this light. It's like a lamp, and it's quite, yeah. Oh gosh, I don't think I needed that. All right, and I'm going to be back in 1 minute. I'll be right back. Put your questions about affirmations in the chat. Hey guys. All right. Okay, so it's slightly darker, and I put a fan on. So if my voice is like, it's because of the fan. I prefer fans to air conditioners, but we have been having heat issues, right? As we continue to kind of mess with our world, we're seeing the ramifications. So I am even running an air conditioner. I say that because I literally did not own an air conditioner till I was, well, I'm not going to tell you what age, but I was an adult and in decades of life, multiple decades of life before I bought an air conditioner. This is how you know global warming is real, people. Okay, because I did not need to own an air conditioner until very recently, probably about 6 years ago, was when I bought my first air conditioner. I just did not need it, did not want it. So it's crazy. It's crazy, yo. Oh, thank you. Thank you, my love. Oh, and yeah, let me go up back to Goddess as a different. I had many thoughts I wanted to touch on, but I couldn't say while I was driving. Okay. Don't write the same. Right. Yeah, Nessa. This is my innovation, because in anything I teach, and this is why sometimes some people don't or disagree with me, not hugely, but I don't teach dogmatically. Like Nessa, if you were in front of me, I would need to know. I might say, if you're just starting with affirmations, maybe write the same one 25 times. What I'm doing, I think, is a next level where what's happening is, as I said, while you write it, you're going to almost, this is why it's powerful. It's almost like you're self-therapying yourself. You're going to hear what's wrong with the affirmation. So like, let me go back. Let me pick one and you'll see. Okay, remember the first one I said, like, I love myself and I take great care of myself. That's fine. But as I kept writing, it kept changing. I love me. I am blessed with health, because what was I really getting at? Health, wealth, and happiness, right? So I wrote that a few times, okay? Then it changed again because it's like, oh, this is what I love myself. I deserve to prosper. I'll be honest with you guys. So that comes in. That comes in because my family is a very religious family, and a Christian, and both of my mom and my dad definitely had issues with money. And see, this is probably what I was supposed to talk about. So our parents doing the best they can, right? But my parents constantly fought about money. There was this constant, like, there's not enough money. There's not enough money. Now, in actuality, see, and this is what's so interesting. In actuality, there was enough money, but was that money being released? So I grew up with that. So I think as I'm writing these and doing this work with myself, when it comes to this, I deserve to prosper, is because I was playing off of the fact that my parents, because they were so religious, I know they did, looking back, they had like the belief that it's just like, money is inherently evil. I know they had that in the back of their mind, because my father could quote the Bible forward and back. Okay. Which is fine. He was good at that, but he then kept him from earning more or wanting to earn more. Okay. So what I'm saying is, I think it is a more advanced level to let the affirmation change. So try it both ways. Try, if you find an affirmation you love, like any of you watching this, if you find an affirmation you love and you feel really good when you say it, feels very powerful, then write it 25 times and say it, speak it, speak it, speak it. But if you've been doing affirmations for some time and you want to try, I would then try letting your subconscious lead you in how to improve it as you write it. I think that's even more powerful because you're getting at what is holding you back, right? So in my case, that's why it switched over to deserving. I deserve, right? So yeah, hope that's helpful. Okay, let's see also your comments. Yeah, exactly, goddess. Exactly. Okay, right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When you write it over and over, the blocks start coming up because you'll hear a voice saying, that's not true. That's what you need to see. It's that voice. It's that voice that represents a part of you that's in conflict. So it's the voice like you're saying, oh, I want to make 10,000 a month. This other part's like, you're too stupid. You're not going to make that much money. So, but you want to hear that voice because you didn't know that voice was there. So then you have to tackle that. You have to be like, huh, wow. You have to feel that, right? That's a whole process. And then be like, okay, 10,000, maybe that's too big a jump for me. Maybe I need to start with, again, depending on what money you're making, maybe you start with, I'm making 5,000 a month, right? And you work up to it. And you also work with the self-esteem issues. Like when you hear a voice says you're stupid, you realize that was your grandfather, for example, or your grandma who was mean, right? You write an affirmation that says, I am innately intelligent. I am intelligent. I'm uncovering my intelligence every day. I excel in, if it's a certain subject, I am good at math. I am able to learn. And so you work with what the problem is. You take it, you flip it upside down. Okay. Yeah. We can do this, but like I said, it takes a lot of repetition. So Goddess BMW is right. And she says, yeah, let me put you back. You said, I have to slay those blocks so then I can believe the affirmation I'm writing. Yes. So the affirmation process can bring up what we call shadow stuff, right? Shadow work. The shadow is the things that are like literally, like you can see on my wall behind us that we do not see. And that's really what holds us back. That's why we do therapy. Okay. We do therapy because when you have somebody else who is trained to help you, they can see what you can't see. You cannot see it yourself. It's a shadow. It's behind you. Like it's what you're unaware of. So yeah, affirmations can do that as well. Absolutely. Jessica, that's a great question. Until you see a shift. Until you see a shift, right? So, but be careful because that's I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I will do some money affirmations. Steady, steady, steady. I start to see a shift, but if I stop, it's like, it doesn't stop right away, but it'll be like kind of static. And then it starts to backslide. Like if this is forward, this is static, and then it's like backwards. Yeah. So I would continue with the same affirmation. You see it's working. As it starts working, Jessica, maybe tweak it a little bit. So say over like 2 years, you're like in school and then you want to get a certain job and you do affirmations, you get the job. To your question, you could then change the affirmation. Well, first, what I would do is I would change the affirmation to make sure I manifest the type of job I want. And here I'm going to share really briefly my story. I knew I wanted to be a professor. I wanted it because it was steady. It wasn't really my heart's calling. And so I wasn't clear with spirit and with myself about what I wanted. And I ended up in a very toxic work environment. Very toxic. So I became the professor and I had the good salary, but the environment was toxic. Okay. So what I'm saying is work with your affirmation. So say you do want to be a professor, but you say, you know what? I love my colleagues. They respect me. My colleagues are congenial, like whatever, use your own words. My colleagues are friendly and warm. I feel supported in my department. That would be a good one for anybody who's a teacher, especially a professor, because there's always departmental stuff. Okay. So you would say something like, before you go looking for the job, get your head right about, I work with people who I enjoy working with. They're professional. They treat me with respect. There's a mutual respect. Boom. Okay. I wish I had done that before. That would have helped me, I think, in terms of the job I ended up with. Yes. Great. Hey. Hey there. How are you? The power of Ra. 24. I'm drinking some water with cucumber in it. Put a little pinch of salt, ladies. Also, when you're replenishing, just a little pinch can be very helpful. So yeah, who else would like to work with an affirmation? I think maybe I'll do one or two more, but these were great questions from Nessa, Goddess BMW. Thank you for that. That was really great. Feedback, Gregory. Yeah, thanks for Gregory's cleaning now, so he might not be listening anymore. Who else commented? Gigi. If Gigi is still here, thank you, Gigi. And if you would like an affirmation for anything, I think it's helpful to have somebody help you make the affirmation, because sometimes you don't know what you don't know. You could be writing something like, oh, I love my body. And you're like, part of you is like, nah, that doesn't sound right. But you're like, well, that's right. But if you work with somebody and you tell me, oh, I don't know, it doesn't sound quite right, I could be like, well, what exactly is it that doesn't sound right to you about it, right? And then we like tweak it together. So that's why I thought this was a good thing to do for a live. I'll do one or two more. Yes, you expand more meticulously, and what resonates more, like in your heart chakra, right? It should resonate. So it'll feel like juicier, right? So when I was saying money comes to me in increasing amounts from multiple sources on a continuous basis, you guys, that is a affirmation from Bob Proctor. It's a wonderful affirmation because it covers everything. Money comes to me in increasing amounts from multiple sources on a continuous basis, but it lacked something for me, right? Okay, Greg's like, I'm still here. But it lacks something for me. So that's why I had to kind of work with it myself. I had to like just zhuzh it up. Okay. You might need, yeah, tell me, power of Ra. What are you, by the way, I don't think you need I actually think your name is stronger. This is another person who's taken classes with me, taken courses with me. She started a channel. So the power of Ra, I think it's stronger. Again, me, I'm a teacher. I can't help it. If I just heard, you'd still have to say but your channel name could be Power of Ra. And I know the 24 is significant for you. So Power of Ra 24. I don't know that you even need the on there. But yeah, what are you using for abundance? What are you using for abundance? I mean, because you work hard. I'm telling you, a lot of it is parental, guys. Let's just talk in general. When we need affirmations in any area, it is what you need to do is look back at the childhood programming, the childhood scripting that you were given. It said that at age 7, up to age 7, you were blank. I could tell you anything. I could tell you you're a purple monster. You're a purple monster. You get under that bed, you horrible purple monster. You're just like, you're 6. You're like, oh my God, I am a horrible purple monster. You don't, when we were young and innocent, our parents, other adults. Maybe it wasn't your parent. It could have been a teacher. Teacher could have yelled at you once that you're stupid in front of the whole class. That haunts you for the rest of your life. I'm telling you. My dear friend, my brother who passed away, right? He wasn't like literally in this life, my brother, but we were very, very close. When he was young, he was told, and man is a brilliant artist, brilliant. He could draw, he could paint, he could make objects. But when he was young, he was told by a family member, and I'm going to keep it general, just God forbid they watch the video. He was told by an older family member very strongly, somebody very powerful in the family said to him, how are you going to make money drawing pictures of pretty girls? She said it in a real tone to him. He was little. He was probably looking up at her, right? He was a woman. He was looking up at her. She said, either you're never going to make money, or how are you going to make money drawing pretty girls? Now, you and I know people actually do make money drawing pretty girls, right? So think about that. Think about that she powerfully affirmed at him her reality, her belief that as an artist, he was going to be poor, that drawing pretty girls could never make money, and that's BS. There have been people who've made money painting and drawing women for, millennia, hundreds of years, thousands of years. Now, it may not be a lot of people, but there are some who do and make lots of money, and maybe they do it in animation. So, right, maybe it's not just drawing, like a still drawing, maybe they animate. They make tons of money, right? So we have to be careful. We have to see whatever your issue is, whether like Nessa, we were talking about body confidence, whatever. You have to go back and look at what was that programming? Where is this coming from? Just be like, what were my first, where did I get my first thoughts about my body? Did my mother always say I was too fat when I was little? Was my mother always like, you're so fat, look at you, you're eating too much? Like where did it come from? And then that will give us some insight to work with it. Yes. Okay. Just reading your comments. So let me see. I'll take one more if anybody else would like support on. And I'm going to update you. So yeah, hey BB. And Power of Ra. Did you want just to throw out what your affirmation is right now? You said I might need to change my affirmation for abundance. Tell me what it is. I'd love to know and support you. So I'm just going to catch you guys up a little bit. I want to do more interviews. Let me know if you want more interviews. Again, let me know topics you want to see. Like I said, I realized I could talk a little bit on essential oils. The problem, you guys, with YouTube, this is what YouTube is kind of wanting right now. YouTube is wanting us to have a very narrow focus, okay? Like if you're a gamer, you game on Fortnite or whatever. I have no idea what Fortnite is, but I know it's a game, right? Or if I talk about sewing, I just talk about sewing. And so that's a little problematic. So let me know in the comments, live or in the future, topics you want me to talk about within my sphere. And you guys know my sphere already. I have moved away from pulling cards directly as like monthly readings. I just didn't enjoy it. I decided to let it go. Like I said, I'm using my higher level gifts right now, which are my training in massage therapy and like some traditional medicine stuff. I'm using that more. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what I am doing a little bit more. Do you want more again on the chakras? Are you, I definitely wanted to do health related acupressure points. Those don't tend to get a lot of views. So if you like when I do something, leave me a comment. Like if I make a video you really like, comment, give it a thumbs up. That way I know, okay, that they like that information. Okay. What was I going to share with you? So yeah, I'm still waiting for my 2. I'm going to be multinational. Okay. I'm going to I'll be American very soon, and have my Jamaican passport very soon. Hopefully, no more than 4 more weeks, people. This is what they told me. They said 8 to 10 weeks, and I believe it was about 4 weeks ago. Okay, I'm an artist, so I don't keep track of everything like that. And then I passed my American citizenship test. There's some more little one thing that has to be fixed, and then I will, become an American citizen, and I will have dual citizenship, right? So then hopefully you'll see me traveling, because as some of you may know, I know probably Gregory knows this, and any old timers in here know that, like, literally, I haven't been able to leave the country because I let my passport expire, and from that I would travel on, and then it's been hell to like update it. Had to update my birth certificate. There were mistakes on the birth certificate. It's just been a nightmare. Okay, it has been. But I'm taking it as, let's talk about affirmation. I'm taking it as the timing was not right. Get my energy right, get my timing right. Also, everything unfolds in perfect timing. So in fact, like I started affirming that, and I was like, oh, I'm going to convince myself. But then I realized there were some things I needed to finish before I could start traveling. So yes, you're not going to be able to travel. You got to complete some steps, right? Like I want to get all my like, I want to get my teeth cleaned before I travel. I want to get some health stuff, like, completely, so I don't have to be traveling with herbs. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have herbs in my luggage. Okay. I don't want to get the international authorities worried about what's happening. All right. So, hey, MZ. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. So it's just a waiting game right now. I have not forgotten that I wanted to travel. I am still learning Italian. I took a little break. I'm not going to lie. I took a little break. I just told a friend of mine who's actually a professor who of English and Italian. She's Italian, but she teaches mostly English literature. Wait, she can teach both. Really smart. And we were talking about where I wanted to go, and she was giving me advice, and I was telling her I was so embarrassed. I had a period where I wasn't practicing, and then I told her, but for like over a year, you guys, like a year and a half, I was practicing 2 hours a day of language. I would study an hour in the morning and then an hour in the evening, and she was impressed. That made me feel good. That made me feel good, because I was like, you think that's a lot? It was a lot. I am not going to lie. Any of you studying like Spanish or Italian, or listen, I'm not even going to tell you, my fantasy self can also speak Swahili, but it's not really going to happen. I shouldn't even put it out. I shouldn't even put it out on the YouTubes, because you'll be asking me. But it came up in the conversation with this friend. She's like, yeah, why Swahili? And I was like, well, what I've heard is that Swahili, because there are so many languages on the African continent, that Swahili is almost like the English, like English, there's English, right? There's French in a lot of parts of Africa that you can use in multiple countries, but Swahili I can use in different countries, whatever. So I was just telling her that. But it's not going to happen, because my fantasy self also speaks some Asian language, and that's not going to happen. All right? I'm just being real with you. One other language is hard enough for your brain. Oh, it is growing. Yes. Yes, this was one of her goals. The Power of Ra wanted to grow her channel. Well, I do teach on that. If you want to work with me to like look at the channel once, I offer that. I just did it for a woman who sings and does like poetry, and she got a lot of value out of it. And it was really cool to meet her and talk with her. There was a lot of things she was doing wrong on the channel, so I helped her figure that out. So that is just like Stephanie Perry. Once you grow your channel, now her channel is huge. She has a program as well that she helps you with YouTube certain times a year. Like I don't think she's running it right now. I tend to do a one-on-one. That's just me. But yeah. Oh, of course it's okay to want more. I don't know because I don't know where you are, goddess. I think they pay the most in America. And you guys, when I say pay the most, listen, I am not cleaning up on this YouTube channel at all. Because we're small, focus is more niche. If I were talking about technology or like marketing, how to make money, you can make a lot of money talking about how to make money. I'm talking about meditation, and specifically to women. And my audience is primarily Black women. No, nobody's like, oh, she's talking about pharmaceutical. You see what I'm saying? That's how YouTube works. If I were talking about something that a corporation could find something that they could make money targeting my audience. And also because I'm like holistic, right? So I'm not pushing things that aren't healthy. You see what I'm saying? Maybe a protein powder company could approach me. I don't know. I don't even really believe in protein powders, so I can't sell that. Okay. So I'm not cleaning up here on this channel at all. It's like, yeah, it's barely a dent. In fact, I was doing much better during COVID. A lot of you probably started watching me during COVID, of course, because everybody was stuck in their freaking house, but yeah. But I'm glad your channel is growing. If you want to, I don't know if I could find the link easily, but you can book a session where I literally critique and tell you what you need to do on the channel. Okay. But yeah, keep growing. It takes time. It's a rare channel that just blows up. Usually they know about marketing and they know about, videography, and they know other things that they bring to their YouTube channel, and the channel may blow up. But if you're starting like most people, Power of Ra, it takes time. It's a grind. The one tip I can give you for sure is I would say post at least one time a week. Okay. If you want to grow your channel, post at least one time a week. And if you could keep it and not make yourself crazy, post twice a week. Okay. Anyway. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go. I will try to have a video for Thursday. Maybe affirmations. I might do like affirmations for women over 50. Like I'm going to target my affirmations more. So even if it's not targeted for you, do give it a thumbs up when it comes out, or like I said, I'm going to make one for, someone asked me to make one for grief, or I'm also feeling like one for infertility, or for like seeing yourself, pregnant, having a baby. I feel like that somebody had asked me for that a while ago. And I know a lot of women struggle with, and what I say, women and trans men. I'm not going to say people, because people includes kids. Our language needs to be clear. Okay. Don't start me on that. But I guess would it be trans men or trans women? No, trans men and women who want to have children, who want to get pregnant, who have the capacity to get pregnant. So I want to make a video, because I do feel that that's a very thing that 99.9% women struggle. It's women that are struggling with. And so I think I could make a nice affirmation relaxation video to help with that. Seeing yourself with a beautiful baby, the baby is born. Just the same way I said to Gregory, like, look at the end result. So I'm just going to, again, this might help those of you in any topic. If it's, you have trouble getting pregnant, I wouldn't focus so much on seeing yourself pregnant. I would focus on the end result, which is you want the baby. So see the baby in the crib, see you holding the baby. I would focus on the beautiful end result of what you want for the affirmation, Yeah, the Power of Ra. But yeah, I love the new name. Like I said, you may not need you might just want to go Power of Ra as your name, and then of course people have to say the Power of Ra, right? Still, but the channel name, short is good. Short is good. But yeah, and I totally don't mind if you have a channel and you're watching mine, if you comment and you get highlighted. I think that's great. So yep, you might see me traveling, but Child, if I travel, it's still just with my phone, which of course I've dropped it. I was too cheap to buy the case. And it makes no sense. Buy a case for your phone, so your phone, you don't drop your phone and crack your screen. But no, right? But if you see me traveling, it'll probably just be from my phone. Nothing fancy. I don't think I'm going to get like a full DLR camera. I mean, I might, but I will take you with me. And one place that well, I'll save that for another video. Let me know if should I make a video about where in Italy I'm thinking of visiting? Let me know. And I have been all over the visas. I may make a separate video, but I don't think, because my channel isn't about travel, it won't get as many views. But maybe I'll just make for you diehards a video about what my trip, what I'm planning, where I want to go. Let me know. Would you like that? Would that be interesting for you? And maybe I could put up some nice pictures as well, so you know what the hell I'm talking about. Like really quick, my friend, the Italian, was saying, she's like, no, don't go to certain parts of Italy, you know. But she's like, Bologna. Oh, thank you, MZ, that you care. Thank you. Bologna in Italy is said to have, and this may be controversial, I don't know, people, I don't know, but at least in Europe, the oldest university, it started in like the year like 1100 something. Other parts of the world, of course, I don't know, biblical times, yes, there was this, there was that. Yeah, I'm just telling you, it has a really, 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 really old university, okay? And it's a very kind of open-minded town. And so she's saying to me, some parts of Italy, and you, again, I'm gonna make a video about this. I don't care if only 10 people watch, but some parts of Italy, some parts of Europe are definitely getting more conservative. There's a swing. And so she's like, Bologna is a nice area. I think you would thrive there. College town. And I'm like, yeah, you know, that college hasn't gone anywhere. If I move, the college will still be there, right? So then you got good restaurants, cafes, you know, you have certain things that come with colleges around the world, right? So yeah, she's like, you know, Bologna. Okay, not Bologna, Bologna. So I'm thinking about it. I know I don't think I'd want to be right in a college town, because, guys, I live in a college town here, which might tell you something. If you live in a college town in America, why don't you live in a college town if you're going to live somewhere else? Or you're going to visit. I like a college town, but I'm thinking maybe out a little bit from the college town, because, you know, college kids, let's be honest, a lot of drinking, a lot of partying. That's my concern, okay? Do any of you, before I go, any of you live in a college town? Do you know what I'm saying, though? I'm not trying to like diss college students, but let's be real. Especially in America, a lot of drinking, a lot, you know, unless it's a Christian college, and then God knows but there's probably still some drinking happening, right? But it's kind of on the down low. I don't know. Off campus, right? But on the average American large college campuses, a lot of drinking. There's drugs. There's a lot of drinking, though. A lot of partying, frat stuff. You got your sorority stuff. You got all this stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, thank you, Greg. Yeah, that's why it's just chatting. Yeah, listen to it as a podcast too. Yeah, I love the Sunday videos because it's my relax, aka Sabbath day. Absolutely, and we do definitely always need. Some countries, obviously, some people work 7 days a week, of course, right? Because we still have all kinds of craziness in this world. But some countries, people do work 6 days a week, but we definitely have to have a Sabbath. We have to have a rest day. So yeah, any of you live in a college town though? Yeah, Jennifer. Hey, Jen. Oh, I've heard of the Zodiac Killer. Yes. Did I look the Zodiac? No, but I've heard of. So you're from Vallejo, how do you say that? Vallejo, California. Wait, you said now from a college town. Do you mean not from a college town? Ah, okay. Well, listen, there are many places. There are many places where there's so much. Yep. BB says no. LOL, I'm from New Orleans. You're saying it's kind of a. I feel like New Orleans is one of the truly unique American towns or cities. You know what I mean by that? I've heard New Orleans is unique. It is not like Stephanie Perry did a video. If you want to go check it out, it was a long video. It was fun. She was live, and it was dupes for other towns. And at first, I'm like, what does she mean by dupes, though? She meant duplicates, like a town that didn't live up to your thought, but then there's a better town. Like, is there Paris? I'm sorry, I hear Parisians are really rude. I've heard that for decades. I'm going to trust that there's some truth to that. But is there a town like Paris, kind of, where you get something better? So anyway, so my point with that is New Orleans, I do not feel is comparable to any other American town that I could think of that has a very specific vibe. The food, the energy, the culture, the like, yeah, I don't think there's another. It might be similar, but it's not replaceable. There's not a dupe for New Orleans, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, BB's like, no, she doesn't live in a college town. Either or. Okay, so it is a college town and a murder town. Yes, I have definitely heard of the Zodiac Killer. I think either he died or he's in prison. You know? Yeah, I'm in upstate New York. There are a lot of colleges around. New York is a huge state. And as a result, there are a lot of colleges, especially in the SUNY system. SUNY means State University of New York. Yeah, I do love it. I do love it. Yeah, Greg, I do love it. It's a very crunchy town, super crunchy. I think I've mentioned to you guys the farmers markets. I love that. I think that we as a people need to, of course, like simplify, holistify, naturalize our lives. So where I live, there are farms still, and there were many more farms before, many more farms. There were dairy farms. There's not a lot of dairy. I don't eat dairy. Oh, I say I don't eat dairy. Like I said, I'm almost vegan. I'm kind of vegan. I eat some dairy. I eat dairy right now, maybe twice a month. So can I say, yeah, I'm not vegan. Don't get anybody upset. But like about twice a month, I'll have some cheese because I was also doing a health thing. I was doing very non-mucus forming foods. So yeah. Oh, good for you. Girl, I was going to try to live in a van. I started to prepare, and then I realized I just think that the country, the way the country is right now, I'm assuming from your name you might be Hispanic. I did not feel comfortable as a Black woman being, and I was going to travel by myself. I did not feel comfortable. Maybe I should just do a video on that, a live on that, but I did not feel comfortable doing the van life. I know I could do it because my spirit, I'm a nomad, guys. I'm a nomad, and I like small spaces. Hello. You like small spaces. I like things simple. I like to move around. I like to see new things. And I like to live cheaply. But I just felt, there are some positives about America, of course. But this was right now, I felt that the climate, I just did not feel comfortable doing the van life. So I know, affirm that. Thank you, Gregory. Like I said, Greg, if you knew what this person took me through, from whatever I said, I think you were on that same one as well. I said something about plant-based. They just went off. They wrote me a really, really long. They were like, "Do you want to debate me?" And I'm like, dude. Like I said, nothing I said was untrue. Nothing. I don't know. I think the anger at me was either I think I said I have leather shoes. Okay. Something it wasn't even clear what set them off. I think it was that I just wasn't 100% vegan. Right. So they're going to come at me because I'm like 90%. Can you just guys give me a little bit of love about this? Because I was just like, seriously, I read this whole long thing and I said, you know what? I'm not claiming to be anything that I'm not. I don't like, I'm not a vegan channel. Like, I don't understand why, basically, why are you so angry? Right? And so you guys, any of you, and back to Power of Raw, that's one thing with having a channel sometimes. Not the majority of you, obviously, and I very rarely get that. I really do very rarely get super like obnoxious or mean-spirited. It just, like I said, it wasn't even clear to me. I think it was just because I wasn't 100% vegan. Or that I had leather shoes, which I buy secondhand. Secondhand, people. But in my town, you can get some really nice stuff secondhand. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm looking at my total footprint, and I have a right. I'm living my life the way I choose and doing quite well in terms of these ideals. But yeah, this person took me to task. Come over to my Instagram. I'll debate you. We can talk about this more. And I'm like, seriously? Oh, okay, Greg, you would love to live in an RV too? Yeah, and you want a full RV. Why would you never do it, Greg? Yeah, an RV takes it to that next level where you've really got rooms. I was really pretty fine with like a van. I like things simple. RVs are very fuel inefficient, right? But yeah, I think I'm going to affirm I am not a vegan. I am not a vegan. Let's see. So yes, all of that. It was so nice to have you guys all here. GG, I'm going from the top. Goddess, BMW. Who else? Gregory in the house. Nessa. Lots of great comments. The Power of Ra. Jessica. MZ. Yes. Jennifer. Did I already say Jennifer? Let's see. The Rock has colleges, but not really a college town. Oh, Rochester? Do you mean Rochester, Greg? Yeah, somebody was just talking to me about Rochester. I feel like there's a lot of pollution in Rochester from the former, is it Kodak or Polaroid? A lot of these sort of really northern towns, I don't know if it's Rust Belt. There's a lot of pollution left over from industry. Yeah. Yeah, an RV. Also, RVs don't tend to be made well unless you get like they crumple. So yeah, I was just like, let me just get a van. Nothing too big. Anyway, guys, it was so nice hanging out with you. I will have some sort of fresh new video on Scooby-Doo. Oh my God, I can't remember the reference though in terms of Scooby-Doo in the van. Wait a minute, the guy with the big chin. Wait, Scooby-Doo, there was like a little family, right? But the main guy, the cartoon guy, blonde hair, and I think he had a big chin and he was goofy. Did they live in a van? But yeah, no, RVs are more comfortable, no doubt. You can have a living room, you have a bedroom, but they're big, Greg, and I just do not see myself. Some friends of mine, really sweet, they took me, actually, I think they took me to Syracuse to look at RVs, and there's no way I could drive that thing. It was huge. I want to say 20 feet. Anyway, 16 to 20 feet. I'm looking out the window like we're in the showroom, and I'm just like, oh, there's no way I'm driving this thing. I was like, I'm just terrified sitting here. It's not even moving. Now, the thing with me, I always start like that. And then after like a couple days, I'm like, oh, this is easy. But it just felt like too big, more than I wanted to deal with, more than I wanted to clean. Again, fuel, things like that. Yeah, but they're definitely more comfortable. And you, Gregory, you could probably drive an RV with no problem. Right? Jennifer, good luck with your van life. Jennifer, do you have a channel? Where were you? Let me go back up. Jennifer M., do you have a channel? let me put up, not that comment. Let me put up the one about the trying to live in a van. The one thing I'll say also is trying to live in the van is cleanliness is, and I wondered about this because a lot of those van lifers won't tell you, but in terms of tracking dirt in, think about it. Your house is, the square footage is so small, and you step outside, you're outside, you step in, like the dirt that you can track in. And then I was like, how am I going to bring my cat? Because my cat has to journey with me. My cat is part of the ride, you know. I want the wind blowing through his ears, you know, and his fur just, you know, rippling in the wind. So that's tricky if you have a cat. And then I was like, well, then I got to get a dog too. Oh, RV's fascinating. Okay. Yeah, no, that Scooby-Doo thing, I got to think back about them with a van because I think I do remember that. Listen, I think a lot of our ancestors, no matter what your ethnicity, they were nomadic people. So they would have had whether horses or oxen. I think in a lot of our blood, again, around the world, people were nomadic. And so I think that's in our blood for some of us to be naturally nomadic. Yeah, I do. I can feel it. Like I just like being in a new place. But again, they traveled with other people. And that's the difference with modern nomadism versus historical nomadism. I feel like you would have traveled with your tribe. You got all the women are there. They've got everything packed up. They got the men are there. You're moving maybe some of your cattle or your sheep or your goats. And so it was different than the way we're doing nomadism now, where you're just traveling individually. Anyway, but yeah, fascinating. Fascinating. Well, it was nice to hang out with you guys. I'm happy my gray is coming back in. Again, the diehards know why I had to dye my hair jet black like a month ago. They know who I was trying to make happy, had to dye my hair. I did not like how it looked because it was so dark. It just did not look natural. We're going to see how this works and what we do. So I'm happy about that. Just starting to look more like myself. So much love, peace, blessings, and have a great week. And I'll have a video hopefully for you on Thursday. All right. And even if you don't watch it, give it a thumbs up. Even if it's not for you, give it a thumbs up. All right. Ciao. Yes, Percival.